Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I was joining from the laptop, but I was not able to hear you, and maybe
Okay.
it was some issue. Yeah. So,
Okay.
give me 1 minute. I'll turn off the light behind me. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience.
It's totally fine. Okay, I have a personal question. What is the meaning of your name, by the way?
My name,
Yeah.
it means light.
Oh, wow.
It means the bringer of light.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Noorain, before starting the session, can you just give us a quick review of your journey with Bizgurukul so far? I mean, how did you start it and how it's going?
Yeah, so by profession, I'm a teacher, right? So I started Bizgurukul quite some time back, and it's been a wonderful journey from the start. I can say it's the best thing that has happened to me so
Wow,
far. Right? So it's been going great, and every day over here, the best part about is that every day is a new learning experience, even for me.
true.
So learning from the people who are more experienced than me, even learning from my own students, my own affiliates. So it's like you're a student for life when you're in Bizgurukul.
Exactly. Okay, that was so great to hear it from you. All right, so over to you, Noorain, and I'm really looking forward for this session. So you can start sharing the screen and your content.
Yes, just give
I
me
guess
one.
everybody is excited now. Okay, last time in the chat section, Noorain is visible to you and we guys are audible to you, right? Okay, yes, yes, yes. Perfect. So we are going to start right now. Over to Noorain.
Yes. My phone, I mean the PPT, it's not coming in the PPT format on my phone. I don't know what the issue is.
You can just start sharing your screen though. I will get back it to there only.
Okay, can I do one thing? Can I like
Yeah.
turn off my camera
Yeah,
and
perfect. It will work.
yeah, turn my
Yeah,
phone
yeah.
so
Just
it's in the
yeah.
laptop.
Turn your phone in landscape mode and yes, we are good to go. You can turn off your camera.
Sure. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible for me. Okay, in the chat section, everybody. Okay, yes, it's visible to everyone.
Okay, all right. So, yes, today's topic is using effective communication skills for personal branding and objection handling, right? Now, communication skills are not just important in affiliate marketing, right? But they are also important in all spheres of life. You might be a student, you might be a working professional, right? It is not just in your places of work that you need good communication. Good communication is necessary to put forth your point in front of people, right? The person who is in front of you will understand that you know something, you have the knowledge about something only when you are able to communicate it to that person in an effective manner, right? So we are going to be covering all the aspects of effective communication, especially for 2 points, two key points. They are personal branding and objection handling. Okay. Now, what exactly will we be learning in this session today, right? So I have divided this session into 4 parts. The first part is going to be about the niche, right? How you are going to communicate your niche to your audience, and what is the importance of communication in the selection of your niche, right? And the portrayal, how exactly you will be portraying your niche to the audience. Second part is going to be about personal branding. Why is it important for you? Even if you have a very good personal brand, if your communication skills are not up to the mark, then it really does not matter what you're portraying. People will not be interested, your audience will not be interested in your content as long as you don't know how to portray it properly to them, right? Next thing is how to communicate Bizgurukul to leads and handle the objections that they might have. Okay. And finally, whenever you are on a call with a lead, whenever you are closing on call, how exactly will you be speaking in a confident manner, and how will you be closing your call in only 2 conversations? Okay. So these are the 4 parts that we're going to be covering in the session. Now, the first thing is how to communicate your niche to your audience, right? But before that, even here in the audience, I'm sure that a lot of people are still confused about this word, right? There is a lot of stigma which is attached to the word niche. Okay. What is it going to be? What am I good at? What can I, tell people? So what most of people end up doing is they end up not selecting any niche for themselves and just doing the promotion and not showing what they actually have. Okay. So according to me, your niche is something what you are good at. What are you best at conveying people, right? It can be photography. You could be interested in photography. You might be knowing a lot about, Instagram hacks or YouTube hacks. You might be a good baker. Okay. You might be very good at video editing, right? And you must love video editing. So anything that you are good at and you feel that, yes, this is what I can convey to my audience, right? That is your niche. Okay. How exactly will be selecting your niche? So there is a small activity that I have planned over here, which will help you have the clarity on how you can select your niche. Okay. Next is communication and portrayals of selected niche. Now, how exactly you are communicating what you're good at. Like I said, you might be good at video editing, but you also need to know how to communicate people, the hacks, the tips and tricks, right? So, or a proper video tutorial that you are doing. You need to know how to communicate it well to your audience. One thing that comes into picture over here is you can see people who are in your niche, who fall in your category of liking. It can be Instagram. You can follow them on Instagram, or you can watch them, follow them on YouTube, watch their videos there, right? This is called as market research. Make sure that you know what others in the same field are doing. Okay. Collect notes, make notes, have a lot of material, and then start 100% with your niche. Okay. Now, the activity that I was speaking about is, here I have written a few examples, right? It can be something that you are good at, or something that you are interested in, or something that you are passionate about, and also a trending topic, right? So immediately after this session, what you people can do is, make 4 columns. Okay? You can write, instead of you, use the word I. What am I good at? What am I interested in? What am I passionate about? And the trending topics again, which interest you. Okay. Like I said, you can be good at 4-5 things. Okay. You might like video editing, you might like graphic designing. So you need to jot them all down on your piece of paper. Okay. What are the things that you are interested in? If you even find 10 things of all in all of these 4 categories and all of the 4 columns, you need to sit and select which is that one thing that you can do for a long time, right? Not that you started your niche, you selected your niche, and after 1 week you've changed it to something else. Like you started with graphic designing, and after some days you're teaching people how to edit videos, or how to something which is completely different, right? Completely apart, painting or something like that. So you need to sit down and select that one thing that you are 100% confident that you can communicate it to your audience. And yes, also you can influence them to some level, right? Once you have selected that, trending topics. Trending topics can also be something which you're interested in, but don't know how will you be doing it. Like suppose your interest lies in finance, okay? And trending right now, crypto is trending, right? So what you can do is you can sit and you can study the market. You can make, you can do your market research. Bizgurukul itself provides many courses, right? There is a course on YouTube Masterminds. We have courses on graphic designing. We have the in the Finance Mastery bundle, we have the Stock Market Mastery courses, right? So you can sit and you can learn, you can educate yourself first, and then you can communicate your content out there. Okay. So this is how you select your niche. You learn how to communicate your niche with the right market research, and you can make these columns. You can take this activity up after this session, and you can select your particular niche. Okay. But the main important point over here is sticking to the long-term niche. It shouldn't be like you've changed your niche after 6 months or after 1 month of doing it. Moving on to the next slide. Importance of effective communication skills in building a personal brand, right? Now, once you've selected your niche, you know how it needs to be communicated to the audience, how it needs to be portrayed to the audience. One thing that I also mentioned in the previous slide is consistency. You need to do it with consistency. It's not like you made your first video, your first introduction video, you uploaded it, and after that you're thinking, when I can upload my next video, or what it's going to be about. When you are in the stage of doing your market research, it is that at that time when you start batching your content batching means, sitting and writing down. It is like a syllabus, right? Like we have curriculum in our textbooks, and the syllabus of our textbooks. We need to sit down and write our content, that okay, this is my introduction, this is what is going to go in the introduction video, and after this I'm going to go a little basic. After that I'm going to go to the intermediate level, and now I'm going to start teaching people advanced level, whatever niche you have selected for yourself. Okay, after this is done, and after you are being consistent with your content, because not only Instagram, every platform on social media, wherever you are portraying your niche, rewards consistency, right? Consistency is the key. If you are a content creator, you need to be consistent. Next thing is to be value oriented. What does this mean? Try and provide as much as value you can to your audience, right? 100% information in your niche needs to go from you to the audience. Okay, it needs to be a free value that you are giving. People will automatically start seeing you as an authority figure when you do this. Okay, now it is not necessary. Most people think over here that, I'm not an expert in this field. Will it be okay if I start teaching people about this? That is a big myth that needs to be busted, right? Even if you know 5% more than the person who is watching the video, then definitely that person will see you nothing less than an authority, right? That respect is automatically there because you are providing free values. That person is there on your reel for 60 seconds or for 1 minute. That time the person has spent, you have given him the value of that time, right? So it is very important to be value oriented. And yes, we all are doing affiliate marketing with Bizgurukul, so it is important for us to post promotional reels as well, right? But if everybody is doing the same thing, if everyone is posting just promotional reels, then how are you unique? How are you standing out from the crowd, right? And what is that one reason that person will be enrolling with you, will be buying from you, right? So it's important for us to keep our content a mixture of value, promotion, and infotainment. I have written the figures over here. We can keep value, right? By value, I mean whatever content you are providing to them related to your niche. You're providing educational content, right? You can keep that as a 30%. 30% in the sense, suppose you are posting one reel of value, you're posting two reels of promotion, 50% promotion, and one reel or a meme or a post or a carousel as infotainment, right? So value is the educational content out there. Promotion is the promotion of Bizgurukul that we do, and infotainment are reels which are entertaining but have some information in them, right? Now you can make relatable content, right, which students can relate, which your target audience will relate to you, or sometimes your fellow affiliates, right? The type of content that your fellow affiliates might relate to you. Funny content, okay? It can also be memes, right, which are shared about the importance of skills, right? Like some people tell, once you finish your job, your life is settled. Once you've completed your graduation, your life is settled. Once you're married, your life is settled. But in reality, what matters are not all of these things, right? The right kind of skill. So you can connect whatever you want to portray. You can connect it in a funny way, in an entertaining way, and you can create content on infotainment. So we need to keep our profile a mix of all of this so that the target audience is getting value from different sources. We are giving a variety of, content to them. Okay. Now, moving on to the next slide, how to convey Bizgurukul to leads. Now, it is my belief that we all have two types of, conveying Bizgurukul to leads. First is the surface level that happens on our Instagram. And second one is the deeper level, which happens on a call when we take the lead on a call. Okay. Now, what we generally do on our IG, on our Instagram is, first thing is we put up promotional reels, right? Because we want the attention of the audience, right? We want that hook to be created. So we post promotional reels where we are talking about online work, part-time work, right? Want to make money online. And we mostly show Bizgurukul as an earning platform from where you can generate an income. But on a deeper level, when the lead is coming to talk to you on a call, what you need to convey to them is that Bizgurukul is an edtech platform, right? Which provides high paying in demand skills in the form of courses, right? After completing the courses, they get multiple benefits. Here we need to show the lead the value of Bizgurukul. What are the multiple benefits? After completing the course, definitely they would have developed the high paying skills. Along with that, they would have gotten the certificate of that particular course, which they can use for their interviews, internships, right? Or they can attach it in their resumes or their CVs. It will only add weightage to that. Yeah. And along with that, the USP of Bizgurukul, the unique selling point of Bizgurukul is that it teaches you how to monetize the skill. Monetize the skill is how to make that skill into a money making thing, right? A lot of platforms out there give us courses, they give us certificates, but nobody teaches us how to monetize them, right? I'm sure a lot of you, and even me for that matter, I have a lot of certificates which are just collecting dust on my shelf because I did not know what needs to be done with the course that I learned, with the certificate that I got. Okay, so you need to convey this, that course we finished, we got the certificate, but what after that? Right? So what Bizgurukul essentially provides you is a roadmap of how you will be using the skill that you have learned in real life, right? You need to show the real life application of that particular skill which you have learned from here. The last thing that you need to pitch to the lead is affiliate marketing. You can tell that Bizgurukul also gives a bonus to the students who are enrolled in Bizgurukul, right? It is like an added advantage that you get when you enroll in our courses, that you can also promote the company online. You can be an affiliate. You will be receiving a unique link, a unique affiliate ID with which you can promote the company. And as in how people get enrolled in the courses, you get eligible for the 70% commission that is given to you by Bizgurukul itself. Okay, so this is what I mean by going deep, explaining Bizgurukul for what it actually is. It is an edtech platform which also gives affiliate marketing as a bonus opportunity. Okay, so this is how you convey Bizgurukul to leads. Now, definitely when you are taking a call, there might be a lot of objections that come from the leads end, right? The first thing, before we start taking objections, the first thing that we need to do as people who are promoting the company is to listen to what the leads have to tell, right? I have made this mistake, right? And I'm sure many of you in the audience have also faced this at some point or another. When the lead tells, okay, I don't have money, the first thing that we start telling them is, no, you don't have money, you need to arrange it, right? And you need to do this because it is a life-changing opportunity. No, listen, let the lead complete his or her sentence first, right? Understand what the problem is and pitch accordingly, right? If the lead is telling that somebody in my house, somebody in my family is really sick, and if that is the issue, don't start telling them it's okay, finance mastery is going to solve all your problems, right? The lead does not want to hear that first. Okay, you can tell them that it's okay, I hope you take care of them, show your sympathy, show some courtesy there, and then you can tell them the benefits of enrolling in Bizgurukul, right? And also, when you're creating an urgency, create the urgency depending on what the lead has told you. After you have listened to their issues or their problems, whatever they might be facing, create your urgency also accordingly. Second point says, take a brief intro and pitch accordingly, right? Unless and until you don't know what the person in front of you does, whether he's a student, whether he's a housewife, whether she is a housewife, whether it is a working professional, you will not be able to pitch properly, right? First, you need to understand why they want to do it, what is the need of this Gurukul in their lives, right? And after that, you can pitch it. Suppose it is a student who is talking to you. So like I mentioned earlier, you can talk about Bizgurukul being an edtech platform which will only, provide value to his life, will give him courses, certificates, right? And in the future, they will also help him or her get a high paying job, a job which, they desire. Because nobody will just, provide jobs, right? The kind of jobs that we desire, the high paying jobs, just on the basis of your degree, right? You also need certificates, and you also need a skill set which will, make you apart from the rest of your co-workers. Okay, so for the recruiter to also consider you, you need to have something. So this is what you need to pitch to students. And yes, of course, you can pitch the affiliate marketing as a bonus to housewives. The main reason that housewives, come to us is because when they see the timing issue, right? When they see that there are flexible timings here. Okay, so you need to assure them that yes, this is a platform which is not going to clock you, right? It is not a 9 to 5 job. Your timings don't matter here. You can do this in your free time as per your choice, right? Work here part time or full time. And yes, they would have come to you, as looking for a source of income. So definitely pitch affiliate marketing to them. But when you're telling them about affiliate marketing, tell them that the only reason that, people from different platforms, different backgrounds are able to do this is because Bizgurukul's training system is so strong, right? That is the only reason. So it's okay if you don't have any prior knowledge about it, or if you are a housewife, you can still do it, because the training system here is so strong, right? Everything will be taught to you from the basic to the advanced level. Okay, and you can also tell them that if in case they want to restart their career, or if they want to do something apart from affiliate marketing, they can also get certified. Even that will be taught to them. After they complete their course, the complete roadmap will be provided to them. They need not worry. You need to assure the housewives this. If it is a working professional who is approaching you, generally working professionals are, looking for a side income source. Okay, because their salaries, whatever their salaries are there, would probably fulfill their needs, right? But to fulfill their desires, to fulfill their dreams, to have that luxurious life, they would require a side income, right? So for working professionals, you can pitch 60% affiliate marketing, right? Because it is giving 2 to 3 hours a day apart from their job, right? By attending the trainings. If in case they miss the training, they also get the recorded version from here. Okay, and if they want to upskill themselves, so that when they want to change their job, or in their job only, right? There are many courses like advanced personality development, then there is spoken English mastery, there is public speaking communication, which will help working professionals also in their current job, right? So you need to pitch affiliate marketing 60%, and the courses can be pitched 40% for working professionals. The next thing, any objection that comes from the lead can be tackled with the Josh Talk interview that we had recently. Because when they see that the CEO and co-founder of a company, right, has gone to Josh Talks, now they might not be very familiar with Rohit Sharma sir and Bizgurukul, but definitely everybody in India at least is, familiar with Josh Talks, right? So the minute you show them that yes, Rohit sir has given his own interview, then there is a very big credibility that is, built over there. Okay, and MCA. For those who are beginners or those who don't know, MCA is a government registered authority. It is the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, wherein you can find all of the companies, right, legally registered under the government of India. You can find their LLP numbers, the dates where they were established, right, the city, all the details. So you can show them the Josh Talk video, you can send it in broadcast, and also you can make a live video of, you going to the MCA website, entering this Gurukul's name in the company's services, and you can show them the LLP number, the registration and everything. So this will, you can make that video and you can send it in broadcast. Now next, remember, it is not about your capacity of convincing people. Numbers matter. Okay, the minute somebody is, throwing an objection at you, people, what they do is they immediately start, explaining that, no, you don't know, Bizgurukul is it provides a lot of skills, and the training system here is strong, and there are flexible timings. You know this, you know what Bizgurukul is, right? The lead does not. So it is not about your capacity of convincing. First of all, we are not in the business of convincing people, right? Affiliate marketing is attraction marketing. You need to attract the lead as much. It can be with your stories, it can be with your broadcasts, right? It can be with the content that you're posting on IG if they are following you there. So it is not about your capacity of convincing people. Don't have this mindset that I need to convince this lead now. No. The minute the lead thinks that you are convincing them, they will just not stop listening to you at that point, or they will find ways to cut the call and not continue the conversation with you. And what I mean by numbers matter over here is, first of all, affiliate marketing is not about working on a very small amount of people and spending more time on them, right? It is about speaking to as many people as you can, right? Generating a huge amount of leads and giving them little time of yours, right? Giving each person little time, right? So the next thing, there are dedicated trainings on objection handlings which have been conducted in Bizgurukul. I've put two recent ones here. One is by Yukta Verma and the next one is by Zoya Nas, right? So what you can do is you can call up the customer support number tomorrow, and you can ask them to give you the list of all objection handling trainings that have happened so far in the platform, and they will be providing you, right? There are many trainings that have been conducted by Aisha Shujat, Disha Bhattacharya, Alifa Khanam, right? So you can go through only objection handling trainings if that is where you're facing the issue. Okay. Now, how to speak to people confidently on call, right? Even when you are taking the objections of people, even then you need to take it confidently, because like I've mentioned here, people buy from a confident person, right? Now imagine you go to a store or you go to a shop, and the shopkeeper who's showing you the mobile, right, even if it is an iPhone, if the shopkeeper himself is not confident that this phone will give you the best pictures, the best clarity videos out there in the market, you will not buy from that person. You might as well go to another Apple store and buy another iPhone, or another store and buy some other product, right, rather than buying it from him or her. So it is very important for you to be confident on a call. Now, what many leads what many 1 minute. Yeah. What many affiliates think over here is, I'm speaking to this person the first time. He is a stranger to me, and that is why I'm scared. Guys, you need to understand one thing, that if you feel that that person is a stranger, even that person to you, even for that person, you are a complete stranger, right? So that person is as nervous as you are. So it's important to build a rapport on a call, right? And the best way to do that is, we all introduce ourselves right from the starting, right? So your own introduction is something you are most confident at. Okay. So when you call them, right, introduce yourself. Half your problem is solved, right? You start feeling very confident and ask for their intro as well. So get to know each other well, build a rapport. At the same time, be professional, right? Not that you are talking to them like you're a stranger. Be very professional. You can tell them about yourself, where you're from, what you do, right? And how long have you been in this Gurukul? If that is something you want to share, you can ask them where they are from and what they do. And after that, you can start explaining the concept to them. Don't stutter or stammer, right? Don't repeat, don't use repetitive language like yes, 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 right, right, right. No, this is something which should be avoided. As well as stammering. Whenever you are talking, make sure to talk in complete sentences, right? Okay, these are all examples of stammering or hesitating when you are talking, right? So you will not sound confident when you stutter or stammer. So try and avoid these things. Like I said before, introduce yourself briefly. Your end goal should not be selling, it should be doubt clearing. The minute you've introduced yourself, the minute you've finished explaining a little part of Bizgurukul to them, okay, with which package do you want to start? No. Make sure that you clear their doubts, because that is what they are for, right? They would have come to you with the intention that, okay, I have understood 70% of the concept after going through the presentation video, but somewhere here or there, I have doubts. Let me just clarify it with this person. Let me know his or her experience, about Bizgurukul, and after that I will be starting, right? So that is what you have to do. You have to make sure that the person gets 100% information from your end. And yes, definitely at the end, when you are convinced that you have cleared their doubts to a very good extent, you can ask them, okay, if you don't have any other doubts, with which course or package do you want to start with, right? If you are a beginner, try and take as many people on call, right? Because the best form of closing, as we all know, is a call closing, right? Yes, you can use voice notes, but if you have a limited number of leads that you're working upon, if you don't have massive leads, focus more on taking calls. Your first call might not be perfect, right? Even your 50th call might not be perfect. But believe me, once you've completed your 100 calls, your 101st call is going to be the best, and you're going to feel the difference, right? So even call conversation comes with a lot of practice, right? So don't hesitate when you're taking people on call. Like I said, try and take as many people on call as possible, and even try to do mock calls. You can talk to your friend, or you can talk to your sister. And mainly in Bizgurukul, there are only a selective number of objections or doubts that every lead has, right? It is common, like what is the duration of the course, how long will I be able to do it with my job or my studies, right? If you want, you can make a list of all the objections that you're facing whenever you go on a call. You can also record your calls and listen to them, and at that time you come to know that, okay, I should have told this a little differently, I should have explained this a little more, right? You'll come to know that when you start recording your calls. Okay, now in continuation to this, how to close the sale in 2 call conversations. Now, any sale for that matter, not only in affiliate marketing or not only a Bizgurukul course, any sale for that matter only takes 2 calls to be closed. Okay, what do you essentially do in the first call? When the lead is interested, right? Sorry, when the lead is interested and when they are asking you for doubts, the first thing that you do is you explain Bizgurukul to them. Okay, after you have finished explaining Bizgurukul, it is doubt clearing and objection handling, right? Clear their doubts, finish your objection handling, and provide 100% information. You should be satisfied with the level of information, the level of knowledge that you have provided to the lead. You should be able to communicate whatever you know, whatever your experience is, to the person in front of you who is on call, because the lead does not know Bizgurukul like you do, right? The lead has just watched a 23-minute presentation video, but you have been associated with the platform. So your experience, if you're enjoying your work, right? If this is what you wanted to do always, if that is how you feel good about it, Bizgurukul gives you positivity that needs to be communicated to the lead, right? And once you've given them the 100% information and you are satisfied with your call, after every doubt, keep asking any other doubts repeatedly, right? Even after that, if there are objections which come up, or if the lead tells you, I'll have a word with my parents, or I'll have a word with my husband, and I'll just think about it and I'll let you know. Here again, objection handling comes into place, and definitely the urgency, right? You can create the urgency of the coupon code, or if there is an offer going on, or you can tell that, the prices might increase and why they should start now, because after they start, they will not immediately start earning, right? Even they need to undergo a training first, which you can call as a 7-day basic training or an orientation. And after that, once they develop the right skill set, they will be able to start the work over here. Okay, now in the second call, normally what happens is, when the lead has spoken to you the first time, they tell you that, okay, I'll be telling you in some days, or I'll be telling you, and they don't respond. They're not responding to your broadcasts. All the messages are a double tick, and they are seen zoning you, or they are following you on statuses, right? And one day, it comes in their mind that, let me do this. Okay, That is when the lead is going to tell you that, you know what, I want to start with finance mastery or traffic mastery, but I have some doubts. And yes, I want to know from you how you started or your journey, or some tiny doubts they would have about the flexibility of timings and which you need to clear. Okay. So these are the leads which are highly interested. The people who are coming to you on a call the second time are highly interested, and they would have already told you with which course they want to start and the doubts that they have. Okay. Here, the first approach is to clear their doubts, create urgency, solve any doubts that they have, and close the sale, right? Tell them that if you don't have any further doubts, and in 90% of the cases, such leads get converted. Okay. When you've taken them on the second call, when you've explained everything properly to them, 90% of the cases, they get converted. So we come to the end of the presentation with this. Thank you. I hope you have taken a lot of learning and lessons with you today. And one thing before ending the presentation that I want to tell people is, you are unique, right? God created every single person in this world as a unique person. Okay. So what is it that you can offer to the world, to your audience, right? That one thing that, somewhere deep down, you know what, nobody is going to do this better than me, right? That is your niche. And that is the personal brand that you need to focus upon. Okay. So don't just be like the crowd, right? Be apart from the crowd, because that is what is going to make you unique. And even your audience is going to be interested in, buying from you or enrolling from you and learning from you, right? Because you've offered them something, you've offered them a lot of free value, right? And now they just want to be a part of your team. So find that one thing, make it your personal brand, make it your niche, and be you. That's what I want to end this session with. Thank you.
Wow. It was such an amazing and insightful session. Thank you so much, sharing for experience, your expertise, and enlightening our audience with such an amazing knowledge and content.
Thank you, Swati.
Okay, so everyone, how was the session? Okay, so Noorain, if you have time, can we take a few questions?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so if anybody has any doubt, you can put down your question in Q&A section and we will try to answer some. Okay, there is a few questions that people ask anonymously. It's about lead generation.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
so how to generate leads is a basic question. Okay, lead generation is something that is not a part of this particular training, but if it's possible for you, Noorain, to give some insight about it.
right. So lead generation, again, all the social media platforms that we use, it can be Instagram, it can be YouTube. If you're good at, if you want professional leads, even LinkedIn does wonders, right? When people are really interested, you will find highly professional people on LinkedIn. Again, see, what people expect is posting for a week and expecting a massive lead generation, right? That does not happen. Like I said, everything is depending on consistency here, right? If you are consistent, then definitely for even Instagram to make your reel viral, you need to be consistent, right? The algorithm catches you, and the more savable and shareable content that you make. Okay. By savable and shareable content, again, I mean the value that you are providing to your audience, right? Once you've selected your niche and you start providing free value to them, right, they automatically start sharing your content with their friends, saving your content, and even that gives Instagram a sign that, okay, this person's content is being liked by people are saving his or her content, so let's give it a push. So it pushes your content to your non-followers, right? And that is how, even if your promotional reel is getting a good reach, that is how you get the leads, right? For the leads also to come to you, you need to set yourself up as an authority. That's what I feel.
Wow. Okay. Let's come to the another question. I guess the question asked anonymously, so I don't know your name, so I guess you got your answer. Okay, another one. Okay, ma'am, this is a question out of topic. Okay, you hadn't earned just when you entered. You still never gave up. How to keep up?
Okay.
Okay, if I try to explain it, they just want to ask, if when you entered and you're not earning for a long time, how to keep that morale up and how to keep that not giving up attitude. I mean, this is, I guess, someone is asking for some sort of motivation.
Got it. So definitely, see, like I said, Bizgurukul is not a quick rich scheme, right? You just enroll over here and the next day you start earning. It doesn't work like that. To be successful in not just Bizgurukul, but anywhere, right? You need to learn first. Okay. So if you haven't earned, and if it is something which, you're facing as an objection from your leads, right? They're telling you haven't earned anything. How can you explain it? I mean, how can you promote it to us? You can simply tell them that I joined this platform for learning. I'm here for the courses. I'm here for the certificates, right? And once I feel that I have learned, yes, I will definitely start earning. If it is not from the affiliate program, then I can earn from freelancing, because that is what I have done for myself. I have created myself a multiple sources of income, right?
Right.
And if you're talking about motivation, it's okay, it's really okay if your earning hasn't started yet. The thing is to, if even if you're falling down 7 times, you need to get back up the 8th time, because Bizgurukul is providing you with that ecosystem, right? If there was no ecosystem and if you had to do things on your own, imagine how difficult it would be, right? Even generating your first lead would be very difficult. So think that you have something to fall back upon, right? You have the complete support. Speak to your sponsor, keep in touch with the customer support. Tell them what are the issues you're getting, and it is all about your mindset. Okay. If you're
Right.
going to problem, right, you're never going to, like, it's always going to be, I haven't earned anything yet, right? So focus on the solution, rather be positive, right? You can do affirmations, positive affirmations, and definitely you will get your first sale.
Okay. Okay, that was such an helpful answer because I guess this question came from many people. In Hindi and English, both languages, we got this question. Okay, so I guess along with Preeti, jinka bhi ye question tha, whoever asked this question, they got their answer right. Okay, there is another question from Vaikunt. Sometime I stamp and call. What can I do to improve that?
Sometimes I stammer.
Yeah, stammer in call. Stammer. I don't know what it's right as.
I think he means stammer. So
Yeah, I
what you
guess so.
ever,
Stammer. Yeah, he means that.
yes, what you
Okay,
can,
Vaikunt, just give a thumbs up if you got your question right. Okay, yes, please continue, Noorain.
okay. So stammering, comes with, see, one thing I would just want to explain, that whenever you're speaking in English, right? I'll explain about English. It works for any language. What we do is, suppose it's our mother tongue and we are thinking in our mother tongue, but we are talking in English, right? That is when you stammer. When you think in English, the sentence itself, when you're thinking it, try and think in English. Don't think it in your mother tongue, right? Because English has a set of pronouns, nouns, and everything which are very different from a lot of regional languages that we have here in India, right? You can do
True
that
that.
one. Think in English first, think what you want to talk. Your entire sentence should be ready in your mind before you utter it, right? And that should be in the language that you want to speak to your lead. If you want to speak it in your mother tongue itself, you might not be facing this problem, right? This problem usually comes when you are translating
Try
in,
to, yeah, exactly. When you try
trying,
to answer it in a different language in which you are not that comfortable.
correct. And every day for 5 minutes, probably before you go to sleep, you can stand in front of the mirror, take up a topic. Like we used to have this, public speaking elocution in school, right? They used to give us chits, and it would be a topic, and you had to speak on that topic on the
Right.
spot. For, if you want to keep it a surprise, you can ask your family or your friends to give you a topic. Try and speak in front of the mirror. Do it every day with a new topic, right?